It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and your host, Tom Griswold.
Christy, what's happening in the newsroom?
Well, here's something to do with that Christmas money you got lying around. Goop, of course, selling a Ouija board for $2,000. According to the product description, the $2,000 board game is made from hand-poured, glitter-bombed acrylic. Goop suggests that the celestial Ouija board is best played with the lights turned down, a few flickering candles, and set around the room. You have a cocktail or two beforehand. This sounds more like a date than a Ouija board thing.
No, is the Ouija board a game? I thought it was just like isn't some kind you predict the future.
Well, it's a tool of the devil. That's what I've always heard.
That's true. If you look at the box, it does, like the Parker brothers do say, hey, this is just for entertainment. This is a game. Kind of. I mean, there's no...
But Ouija is like a Kleenex. It's a brand name?
Yeah, for the spirit
I didn't know
board.
that.
What's the planchette like in the Goop version?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
What?
That's the
little triangle thing? Yeah.
No, when you play that, do you find yourself steering?
No. That's the fascinating thing about the Ouija.
Yeah, it moves on its own, Tom.
Well, the spirits use it as a communication device, but...
Okay.
Yes.
Now, you said you have your own Ouija board?
Yes, I have the Parker Brothers Ouija board, and that's the only one I have. But I did have to... I made one time in high school. It was a project we had to make.
So of all the things you could have made...
Right. I made a spirit board.
You made a so-called
Was this for home
spirit
ec?
board.
No, it was actually for English class, and we just had to make a project based on something we were reading at the time, and I don't remember what it was. Yes.
What's he got?
Here we go.
Where are you going, Tom?
Yes.
At the time you were reading the classic novel Diary of a London Lady. So you
no, I don't like that Victorian.
He thinks
porn.
because he read that, everyone's read it. He really does.
I've never even heard of it till I met Tom.
It's a pornographic novel.
Just took a piece of cardboard and put aluminum foil over it, and
did it work?
Not nearly as well as the actual
the name brand.
Yes, yeah.
Because I think if the spirits are going to contact us, they're going to do it through the Parker brothers.
So you never
They were going to use Milton Bradley, but
right.
You never had a Ouija board growing up?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Very compelling sessions.
It was so much fun as a teen. Oh God.
Now, does it give you cards to ask questions? Is that how it works?
No, you just ask questions to the spirits in the room, and then
Right.
the planchette will move, and you can ask yes or no.
Spells out an answer
or it'll
for
spell
you.
things out.
Right,
and
yeah.
My goodness, it's fascinating.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Is it typically a pretty good speller? Do they have a contemporary version that has spell check?
Sometimes it will misspell things, or it'll leave out vowels. It depends. It all varies on the spirit. Some spirits are very
literate.
Yes, and others.
Some are stupid. You get a stupid spirit, you're there all night.
We talked to Satan for hours one night.
Yeah.
Now, were you moving the planchette with your hands? Or?
It was fascinating. The planchette would go. We always knew that the spirit that called itself Satan would come on because it would start doing a figure eight. And it would go real fast. And we would go, Satan's back. And then we'd go, hey, can we talk to somebody else? And it would go, yes. And then we would find out we were talking to somebody else. And then all of a sudden it would do the figure eight. And we go, it was you.
It's terrifying.
Dude.
When you say really we,
is this a bunch of people?
The most compelling thing that ever happened was we asked it to, we put something up on a dresser. And we asked it to move it. And my gosh, if that thing didn't fall off the dresser.
No way.
I promise. Now, that thing was a dollar bill that could have...
A gust of wind.
Yes, so what's the HVAC system?
A very mild breeze could...
Air conditioning goes on.
We certainly didn't move to make it happen.
So a typical Ouija board, I'm sure, what is it, $20?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't purchased one.
This one from Goop is $2,000.
Yeah, it's not the only item they have.
Does it guarantee more A-list spirits?
Maybe. You get the literate spirits.
Hey, I'm talking to Belushi over here.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, of course, is in her own little space over there.
Yes, sir.
And also in a small room. It's the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
That's pretty accurate, actually.
You're welcome. Let's see. Pat Godwin once again auditioning for Then Came Bronson 2021.
It's called Gone to Seed, the new movie.
It will come. This time, Bronson's in a truck. Let's face it. Pat's in the other room over there. He's been working on a new song. Is that correct?
Couple of them, yeah.
Okay. We got a surprise for you there. Ace Cosby, of course, is our engineer. The Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up. Josh Arnold is sitting right over there.
Hi.
Framing his diploma again.
No. That's,
Is that the one with honors or the?
well, they're both with honors.
Oh, okay, that's very nice. Okay, and then Willie G is just right next to me. Good to see you, Willie. This is Tom speaking. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. In case you missed it, LaGrange, Indiana, in the news in a big way.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
God,
because
come
they've
on.
repealed their anti-hippie ordinance. But I just found this. I did some research, Josh.
Okay.
The anti-beatnik ordinance is still on the books.
Oh, man, what?
So, don't go down to LaGrange and say, hey, Dad, this cat that I met, I fell by his pad. We were playing bongos and looking for some hippie lettuce.
None of this is real. None of this.
We wanted to kick the gong around. You know what I'm talking about.
No.
So this is what? Ginsburg, Kerouac, one other guy in New York in 1952?
Spillane.
It's just, I don't get it.
It's official. Tom no longer cares if people listen to the show.
He's trying to give us some recommendations. Yesterday, I said, Josh, you spend a lot of time watching movies alone at your house.
Sure,
Would you stop?
While your body refuels, if you know
Being
what I mean.
alone is okay, Tom.
And I asked, could I have some recommendations for some movies to watch?
Yeah.
Did you make my list yet?
Yes.
Oh, where is it?
It's on the back of this green piece of paper.
Now, we have been remiss. Chick is not here today. He's got a stomach bug, but Willie is sitting in for him. And I don't think we even have the proper intro, but we do some world records on the show.
Oh, you don't have the little on your little button bar over there? You can't play
It's
the
on Chick, so I can't.
stupid world record. Yeah, so David Rush. Was that not good?
Again? We did
Again?
it yesterday.
Wait a second. I got it now. Thank you very much. This
Stupid world record.
I thought me and Pat did a pretty good job. David Rush has set the Guinness World Record for the most nuts caught on the head in 1 minute. Most nuts caught on the head in 1 minute.
What kind of
I thought
nuts?
Andy Cohen had
I didn't read it.
No, that was nuts caught in the face. And it was Andy Dick, and he beat out Liberace, who had that.
The record involved Mr. Rush throwing nuts into the air and catching them in a small can that he taped onto his head.
So you follow me here? So he's got
Well, that's different.
He's got
I
a
thought he had
can.
to
He's got a can in
balance
his
him on his
head.
head.
Right.
And then he heaves them in the air
Yes.
and has to catch them. It's hard.
Are they almonds? Are they cashews? Are they big nuts? Are they little nuts? What are we talking about?
He's not teabagging Hollywood Henderson or whatever his name is. It's kind of cool. It'd be
Is it?
fun.
No.
How many did he do in 60 seconds?
52 nuts in 60 seconds, beating the previous record of 38.
The guy's a master juggler, you see.
This is
But Christy's right. What kind of nuts?
Yeah, because a big,
If you got a big walnut,
yeah,
different.
big walnut or
Macadamia, Brazil.
they'd be easier to catch.
Perhaps a filbert?
A what?
A filbert.
What's a filbert?
A nut?
yeah, or a coconut.
Yeah,
What
coconut.
if it's a coconut, Tom? Do you ever think of that?
A coconut in the can? Well, that sounds like something to get you arrested in Honolulu.
Pat, you starting a party over there?
I am.
You got a
Little
song
tribute
for us?
to David Rush. How
Oh,
about that?
okay. I love Mr. Rush.
Well, I got a lot of nuts on my head. 52 nuts on my head. Guinness said it's true. Now I'm telling you. I'm David, Mr. Rush. I've got more record breaking to do. Can't remember, did I get a divorce? Forgot the names of my kids, of course, because of what I do. Oh, what I do. Oh, I see you at breakfast. I just walk right past you. I don't even know that you exist. 'Cause I got nuts on my head. 52. It's what a record-breaking man's supposed to do. Juggling balls day and night. And my wife says, please get a life. Yes, I've got a lot of nuts on my head.
Lovely, Pat.
Oh, that's nice.
All right.
Yes.
Got that new guitar sound.
Yeah, how about
Add
that?
a little chorus to that.
It's very fancy. Now, this would be very tough to get all these nuts in the can.
I just want to know. Well, all right.
Yes.
Are you looking at the video?
You just need to relax and let it happen.
He's
That's what I've been told.
He's heaving. The famous running of the bulls.
Yes.
That's the kind of thing I'm surprised you didn't do that, Josh.
The running of the bulls?
Yeah. Is that the kind of thing you would do?
Yeah, boy. There was a time where I was interested in doing something like that. Now, my new thing now is
cannon?
Python hunting. I've been trying to talk my brothers into going down to Florida to hunt pythons.
So you watch that show on the Discovery Channel or History Channel or
Swamp
whatever it is?
People, Python intrusion or whatever it is.
You would do that?
Yes. I mean, you go down, you catch 10, you make $4,000.
Wow.
How do you catch them?
Yeah, but you fall out of the boat. You
No, you just got to traipse around the Everglades and.
there's snakes everywhere.
Right. You stay away from the venomous ones and you grab.
How do you do that?
Hey, if you see one, you go, oh boy, and you back off.
Yeah.
Run. I've seen you cross the street. I'm not seeing you get out of the way of a venomous snake.
Sure.
I've seen you try to dance around an oncoming bus and almost something.
Are pythons quick?
Yeah, they'll strike quick, but they're not venomous. I mean, the bite will hurt.
Right,
but, they're not going to kill you.
venomous.
Yeah.
The heart
squeeze you to
attack
death.
would kill me.
Yeah, not me.
Did you see the story? But you're not on Twitter. There was a story out of I think the Philippines, maybe, where they're doing snake massage, where they put all these snakes on your back.
Oh, yeah, you posted that. I saw that.
Yeah, it was. It even creeped me out a little bit.
So I'm trying to talk. My brother Joe is in. The other two not.
Do you rent a boat?
Well, I think what we would try to do is hire like a guide. And who would have an airboat and some kind of large all-terrain vehicle to get us through, to the areas, and then.
That's my lips are sealed.
On airboat or large,
either one.
Boy, oh boy, wouldn't it be great? We go down there for 7 days and we come back each with like $15,000.
That'd be great.
Yes. And we help the environment a little bit, get rid of an invasive species.
So when you catch these snakes, what do you do? You cut their heads off?
You can kill them and...
you still get the money if you kill them?
Yes, alive or dead. But I'd like to not kill them and just... so one person would be kind of tugging on the tail there while the other guy grabs it right behind the head and then we put them in a sack. I think we're going to do it.
That doesn't sound like fun at all.
That sounds cool.
And I want to film it as a pilot. Don't you think Arnold Brothers Snake Snaggers or something wouldn't you watch it?
I'm not sure I'd go with Snake Snaggers.
Maybe Snake Snatchers.
Maybe Snake Snatchers.
Okay,
that'd be better.
Do your brothers, I know they fish. Do any of them have experience hunting snakes?
Oh, none of us at all.
That sounds like a great show.
Adds to the comedy, I think.
And people do get paid to do this?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yes.
state, the government, the state.
Yeah, but I mean, these guys are experts. They know what they're doing.
Well,
They're familiar with.
So you want to do what people do for a living on your vacation?
That's right. This would be more of an adventure. Yeah.
They're a paid fisherman,
Is there a
Willie.
season to this? Can you do it year round?
I have to look into it to see when we can get down there.
Do you carry weapons? Do you shoot them in the head?
I'll carry a machete just to clear out some of the brush or whatever. And then if I need to,
just before he died, you hear the machete plop into the swamp.
You want to get on the dry land.
It pulls you under.
Don't they wrap around you and?
Yeah.
They can.
They can.
You really just got to watch out for the moccasins. You don't want to accidentally grab
the shoe. Oh, that's comfortable shoe.
I just love that show because the cameraman is standing there while the snake is starting to wrap around the guy, and you have to know. Well, when do they say, "Hey, wait, intervene here. Don't let
what is that? I think the rule on that, it's kind of like a religious thing.
Yeah, they can't do anything.
Camera people are not allowed to do anything.
Unless their battery gets low or their memory
think about
card
the end of the
needs changed.
Titanic. Why didn't that guy, help the guy get in the door? No. He lets him drown. It's the code of ethics.
Guardians of the Glades, man, on the Discovery Channel.
Oh, I've not seen that one.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I've only seen swamp people.
Oh, you got to watch that one.
Our serpent invasion.
Well, this is exciting, Josh. I'll give you the time off. It's just
Okay, would you like to sponsor the adventure itself? We'll wear Bob and Tom shirts and hats.
amazing.
Remember, I got you the shirts last time for your fishing trip. I haven't seen you wear that shirt.
Well, it's a
Python
T-shirt.
hunters.
I'm not just going to walk in wearing that.
The Arnold Brothers shirts that I had custom made for you.
Plus, they were all very, very large. I had all my brother's sizes wrong.
So you kept all of them?
No, they have them, but
it's kind of cute because your brothers are wearing all these shirts that are too big. It looks like they had a sleepover at your house and they had to wear. Do you have anything I can wear?
No, I'm ready to sponsor this journey. This is great.
okay, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nothing can go wrong.
Beer
now.
drinking involved?
No, not afterwards. After a good day. If we get 10 in one day,
10.
Oh boy, that's a nice chunk of change there, and we're helping the world.
Wait, there are quite a few Python hunting shows, Tom. You're missing out.
They're all but begging us to do it.
There's no funny one, though, right? There's not a funny one.
No, this would be good.
Well, it'll be kind of a dramedy.
I swear, if I saw-
there'll be some comedy, and then the tragic death of Josh or one of his brothers will make. They'll have to play the theme song on a minor key.
If I watched one of my brothers grab at a python and it bit him in the arm, I would be physically sick. I'd be laughing so hard. It has to happen.
Okay. And you'll notice that this is important, Costaki. I don't know if you can see this, but Ace traditionally wears Las Vegas Raiders gear. But
yes.
His team has decided to get ready for next season. They decided to bail early on this one. I don't know if you know what that's like.
That I do know exactly what that's like.
So Ace is wearing a Kiss cap today from his favorite band.
Yeah. All right. See, they're still committed to playing competitively.
No, I'm sure you have something on. I imagine, knowing your background, is probably some kind of Karl Marx tribute on your cap.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes. Happy New Year.
Yeah. You missed us, didn't you?
Yeah, who did you make give you that hat?
Bernie Sanders buy that for you?
Whoa.
Poor Costaki barely mentions it.
We like to hit you from both the left and the right.
Yeah,
That's nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just when we thought that we were going to get back to normal here in 2021, the Cleveland Browns have qualified for the playoffs. So
I was so excited.
What a game.
I love it. It's a great story. I've been rooting for that for a while.
Hey, Costaki, a real quick question.
Yeah.
A lot of the games super close, and two of them at least had footballs hitting either the crossbar or the upright or whatever. Do you think we have a theory that if you call it, it should count as 6 points?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If you say, look, if it hits the crossbar, we want 6 points.
I love that. Sam Sloman, the backup kicker for the Titans, bounced one off and in. Sam Sloman sounds like it could have been my middle school nickname, like just fake it to Sam Sloman over here and then throw it deep.
Yeah, by the way, that was in fact one of our friends who's on the show on a regular basis, who played high school basketball in Beechwood, Ohio, Al Jackson. His coach used to suggest that in spite of his socio-ethnic background, he was the slowest person on the team. I'll have to remind him of that tomorrow.
I can imagine that. I can imagine. He was late for things even then, is what you're saying?
He was not a fast runner, in spite of the cliched thinking of many people.
The breaking stereotype.
Yes, the stereo was broken. What other highlights did you see in the NFL this week?
Well, I ended up posting this on the All Pro Lines page. The last time the Browns were in the playoffs, blank, and it was fun. We got a lot of funny responses. Bill Belichick was cheating with VHS cameras. You see, it's been a while.
That's strong. That is strong.
We were only on COVID 2. See, it's been a while.
Yeah.
The last time the Browns were in the playoffs, MTV had music. Johnny Manziel was sober and Ricky Martin was straight. See, it's been a while.
Those are all funny. Yes. I thought there'd be like references to the really old Browns. Dick
there were a couple of those. Yeah, the last time the Browns were in the Cuyahoga River was on fire.
Ooh,
there you go.
there you
That's
go.
an old reference. Yeah, the Browns were sponsored by Coleco. See, it's been a while.
That is it's been a while.
Now, Costaki, to interrupt the flow and maybe get rid of all the momentum, I want to point out that these excellent jokes were submitted at All Pro Lines, the Costaki Economopoulos social media location. Your slogan is where pro football and pro comedians collide?
Yeah, and we have people chiming in and
But I know a lot of these are really not all pro comedians.
That's right. Some of these are not. We actually got a submission from Jess Hooker on this one.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
The last time the Browns were in the playoffs, Tom Griswold still had hair.
Oh.
Well, it's a shame. Jess used to work here. I'll have to make sure that she gets sent a nice severance package.
Yeah, the last time the Browns were in the playoffs, a cell phone was just the phone you used to call your lawyer from your cell. You see, it's been a while. People were stealing AOL free hour discs out of their neighbors' mailboxes.
I remember those.
These are all so good.
The guys at NFL Films are actually using film. It's been a long time.
Browns have not been in the playoffs for quite some time.
That's Larry King was on his second wife. It's been a while.
Oh, now we're talking. Now we're going back to the 40s.
Yes, that's right.
How many teams have never even been in a Super Bowl?
I think it's four. It's Browns, Jaguars, Texans. I think there's one more.
So it's just almost all the AFC South? That's one division. Wow.
I should know this. I think it's four, and I can't remember the fourth one.
I was just curious.
To have somebody chime in on that. So this is the season for firing coaches, right? Monday, the Jags fired their coach, and Chargers fired their coach. The Jets fired their coach Sunday night, even before Black Monday. That's their best clock management all season. Right?
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.